The 60 mysterious mummies found in abandoned ancient tomb, a shocking discovery that stunned the world. In the heart of the sun-scorched desert of Luxor, a city steeped in mystery and legend, Spanish archaeologists have unexpectedly uncovered a new chapter in the millennia-old story of ancient Egypt. Deep underground, more than 20 feet beneath the surface, they discovered two ancient tombs nestled within the grounds of the tomb of Amenhotep Huy, one of the most powerful viziers during the reign of Pharaoh Amenhotep III, who ruled from 1390 to 1352 BCE. During the 18th dynasty, widely considered the golden age of the Egyptian empire. This discovery not only enriches the global archaeological record, but also offers profound insights into ancient Egyptian beliefs about death, religion, and power. These two newly uncovered tombs are not standalone structures. Rather, they are extensions located within the courtyard of Amenhotep Huy's main tomb. This detail is particularly significant as it reveals a rare truth. The vizier's tomb was not solely a personal resting place, but had become a prestigious burial site where members of the elite sought to be laid to rest nearby. Francisco J. Martin, director of the Madrid Institute of Ancient Egyptian Studies and head of the excavation project, described the site as a rich location, emphasizing that the discovery of the two tombs at a depth of nearly 20 feet was the most important archaeological highlight of the past year. Inside the two tombs, archaeologists found around 60 mummies, some still intact, others reduced to fragmented remains, carefully buried in sealed conditions for thousands of years. Initial anthropological analyses suggest these were not ordinary citizens, but members of the upper class, likely connected directly or indirectly to the powerful priesthood at the Karnak Temple, the center of worship for the god Amun in ancient Thebes. This supports the theory that being buried near the vizier was a spiritual privilege reserved for those of high status, reflecting a belief in his continued influence beyond death. Another fascinating aspect lies in the architecture of the two tombs. Unlike the richly decorated main tomb of Amenhotep Huy, these annexes bear no inscriptions or carvings. While the vizier's original tomb features a chapel with 30 engraved columns, a powerful symbol of reverence and authority, these secondary tombs are bare. This may indicate they were constructed after the reign of Amenhotep III, during a period of changing funerary customs, or it may reflect a clear social hierarchy, distinguishing those of the highest rank from those just below them. To date, after more than 15 years of excavation, the Amenhotep Huy Tomb Project has uncovered approximately 200 mummies, a staggering number that underscores the scale and complexity of this ancient burial site. Artifacts recovered from the tomb, including an ornately decorated sarcophagus featuring the image of Amun, are now on display at the Luxor Museum, which houses invaluable relics from Egypt's golden era. These finds are living proof of the Egyptians' extraordinary craftsmanship and unshakable belief in the afterlife. And the excavation is far from over. According to Francisco Martin, by the end of September, the archaeological team will return to Luxor to continue restoration efforts on the vizier's tomb chapel, focusing especially on reconstructing 6 ancient columns, a crucial step in restoring some of the tomb's original grandeur. This is not only an act of preservation, but a way of bringing history back to life, allowing future generations to better understand the richness, solemnity, and sophistication of ancient Egyptian civilization. The discovery of the two tombs in Luxor, with dozens of mummies preserved across millennia, has captivated the world's imagination. But more than that, it serves as a reminder. Many stories remain untold, still buried deep beneath the sands. And the most astonishing truth is this: those secrets are still slowly being revealed. This is not just a story of the past, it's a living journey of the present, where each shovel strike, each fragment of pottery, each ancient mummy can rewrite an entire chapter of human history. But if you think the mummies of Luxor are the final mystery, think again. The world still holds countless unsolved secrets, from sunken cities beneath the seas of Greece to ancient cave carvings in South America to frozen tombs in Siberia. Join us as we continue this fascinating archaeological journey around the globe, where every discovery is a story and every ruin whispers a message from the past. Don't take your eyes off the screen, because right now, I'm about to reveal even more mysterious finds. If you're ready, let's begin the exploration. 5,100-year-old rock. Carving rewrites the history of ancient Egypt's formation. Near the city of Aswan, where the tranquil Nile River winds its way through the desert, archaeologists have uncovered a remarkable rock carving, estimated to be around 5,100 years old, that could shed light on the mysterious early phases of Egypt's first dynasty. This period marks a crucial transition between the pre-dynastic era and the birth of a unified Egyptian state under the legendary Pharaoh Narmer, who is believed to have ruled around 3100 BCE. What makes this carving especially significant is its composition and visual detail. The upper body and right shoulder of a seated figure are clearly depicted, beside an elaborately adorned boat being pulled to the right by 5 other figures. Dorian van Hoel, lead researcher on the project and director of the Malgré II Museum in Belgium, explains that the boat is one of the most frequently recurring symbols in ancient Egyptian art, especially during the pre-dynastic and proto-dynastic periods, roughly 4500 to 3085 BCE, which laid the cultural and religious groundwork for the emergence of the pharaohs. These boats were not only practical vessels, but also deeply symbolic, representing sacred journeys, power, and spiritual transformation in ancient Egyptian belief. According to Van Hoel, the carving was discovered in November 2022 on the west bank of the Nile, an area rich in cultural and historical sediment. Detailed analysis of the carving suggests that the seated figure on the boat may have an unusually elongated chin, a feature interpreted as representing the false beard, a traditional symbol of royal authority worn by early Egyptian kings. Although some details are reminiscent of Narmer, the first officially recognized pharaoh of a unified Egypt, researchers have ruled out the possibility that the carving directly portrays him. The main reason is the absence of the sarek, an emblem showing a palace facade and the name of the king, typically associated with the falcon god Horus, who embodied royal power. The lack of a sarek has led Dr. Van Hoel to believe that the figure is not a reigning king from the first dynasty, but more likely someone who lived just before Narmer's reign, a transitional figure from a time when the Egyptian state was still taking shape. If this interpretation is correct, the carving could be one of the oldest known depictions of a ceremonial or state-related event, tied to the consolidation of centralized power and the formation of Egypt's first nation-state along the Nile Valley. Beyond its artistic value, this rock carving serves as a valuable key to understanding the role of symbolic art in the political and social events of early ancient Egypt. According to Dr. Van Hoel, such works were not merely cultural expressions or religious illustrations, but also functioned as official state media in the early days of Egyptian governance, used to assert authority, define territory, and communicate messages to the people. In the context of a young dynasty forming its administrative structure and social order, these rock images were like visual manifestos, simple yet powerful declarations from a newly emerging regime rising from the sands of history. This recent discovery, when examined with advanced modern tools and cross-referenced with other archaeological records, may become a critical piece in illuminating one of the most enigmatic periods in Egypt's past, a time for which very few texts or artifacts have survived. It contributes to building a more comprehensive picture of how the ancient Egyptians organized, unified, and sanctified political power, ultimately shaping one of the most influential civilizations in human history. And perhaps now you can see, while archaeologists continue to debate and analyze this carving, it's clear that the rock face near Aswan has just been awakened, telling a story never before heard. A story about the very first people who built a mighty empire along the Nile. The mysterious pink granite door, inside a 4,000-year-old tomb of an Egyptian prince. In the legendary land of Saqqara, where the mysteries of ancient Egyptian civilization continue to be unearthed and revealed, a new archaeological discovery has sparked global excitement. The tomb, believed to belong to Prince Waserebre, son of Pharaoh Userkaf, the founding king of the 5th dynasty, was found behind a massive pink granite door, offering a rare opportunity to gain deeper insight into the history and royal lineage of Egypt over 4,000 years ago. Images of the burial site, shared by Egypt's Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities on social media, quickly drew public curiosity and astonishment due to the tomb's grandeur and uniqueness. The excavation, led by the Supreme Council of Antiquities in collaboration with the Zahi Hawass Foundation for Archaeology and Heritage, headed by the renowned Egyptian archaeologist Zahi Hawass, uncovered the tomb within the vast Saqqara necropolis, one of Egypt's most significant ancient burial grounds, where many pharaohs and high officials were laid to rest. What makes this tomb especially captivating is the beautifully carved pink granite false door with incredibly impressive dimensions, approximately 14.8 feet tall and over 3.3 feet wide, one of the largest doors ever discovered in the Saqqara region. According to Dr. Muhammad Ismail Khalid, Secretary General of the Supreme Council of Antiquities, this is the first time such a large and rare material false door has been found in the area, suggesting the exceptional status and reverence afforded to the individual buried within. Inscribed on the door's surface are detailed hieroglyphs listing the full range of Prince Wasaribre's titles, from Crown Prince to Governor of Buto and Nekheb, Royal Scribe, Minister, Judge, and Priest of Ritual Recitations. These titles not only confirm his high standing within the royal court, but also reflect his diverse roles in Egypt's political, administrative, and religious life. Through these inscriptions, archaeologists gain valuable insights into how power was distributed and expressed through titles and iconography during the period. But the discoveries don't stop there. Inside the tomb, archaeologists also uncovered priceless artifacts, including a red granite offering table, a vital element in religious rituals, and a colossal black granite statue bearing the name of King Nefertari, a pharaoh of the 5th dynasty. The statue stands at approximately 3.8 feet tall and is believed not to belong to Prince Wasaribre, but rather to have originated from the much later 26th dynasty. This leads experts to believe that the tomb was reused and modified over the course of more than a millennium, demonstrating the long-standing reverence for royal ancestors across generations of Egyptian dynasties. Another intriguing aspect is the presence of statues linked to King Djoser, the great pharaoh of the 3rd dynasty, renowned for commissioning the first step pyramid in human history. Archaeologists believe these statues were not originally part of Wasaribre's tomb, but were likely relocated from chambers near Djoser's step pyramid, raising fascinating questions about how ancient Egyptians reused and preserved heritage through different eras. The research team's next mission is to determine when and why these statues were moved, a mystery that could shed light on evolving religious, social, and political beliefs in ancient Egypt. Regardless of the outcome, this discovery is more than just an archaeological event. It is a journey into the connections between dynasties, between generations who helped shape one of the greatest civilizations to ever flourish along the Nile. Sharif Fathi, Egypt's Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, called the find a landmark discovery, one that opens a new chapter for Egyptian archaeology and greatly enriches humanity's understanding of the long and intricate history of this legendary land. Through every artifact and every inscription on the pink granite door, we are not just witnessing the legacy of a prince, we are touching the heartbeat of a civilization that has captivated the imagination of history lovers and explorers for generations. The 2,000-year-old boat of Jesus. In 1986, at the Sea of Galilee, two brothers, Moshe and Yuval Lufan, amateur archaeologists, stumbled upon a remarkable archaeological treasure, an ancient wooden boat that had lain buried beneath layers of mud in the freshwater lake for over 2,000 years. While there is no definitive evidence to prove that the boat was ever used by Jesus or his disciples, it has become a powerful symbol of first-century fishing culture and is commonly referred to as the Jesus boat, a vivid representation of the historical and cultural context of that era. The story of the boat not only captured the attention of researchers, but also forged a deep emotional connection with millions of believers around the world. This ancient vessel was constructed entirely from cedar planks, joined using traditional woodworking techniques with mortise and tenon joints and wooden pegs, a common boat-building method in the Middle East at the time. Its flat-bottom design allowed it to navigate the shallow waters near the shore, making it ideal for fishing on the Sea of Galilee. Measuring approximately 27 feet in length and 7.5 feet in width, the boat could be crewed by a small team of 4 and was equipped with a single sail for propulsion when winds were favorable. According to archaeologists, boats of this kind are mentioned more than 50 times in the Gospels, underscoring their significant role in the daily life and ministry of Jesus and his disciples. The excavation of the boat began under rare circumstances. During a severe drought, the water level of the Sea of Galilee dropped significantly, exposing part of the boat's hull above the mud. This led the Lufon brothers to make the discovery and promptly report it to the Israel Antiquities Authority. A team of archaeologists launched an emergency excavation, and over the course of 12 days, carefully removed thick layers of mud to preserve the boat in its original condition. News of the sensational discovery quickly spread throughout Christian and Jewish communities, prompting tight security around the excavation site. Rumors even circulated that the boat was filled with gold, intensifying efforts to safeguard the artifact. Radiocarbon dating confirmed that the boat dates back to approximately 40 BCE to 50 CE, right around the time Jesus lived. This makes it an extraordinarily valuable artifact, serving both as archaeological evidence and as a tangible link between past and present. To preserve and protect the boat, experts wrapped it in special materials like fiberglass and foam before transporting it to a display facility. For the next 12 years, it was submerged in a wax bath to prevent deterioration and to conserve its fragile wooden structure. Further examination revealed that the boat was constructed from at least 10 different types of wood, suggesting that materials may have been scarce at the time of construction or that the boat underwent multiple repairs and reuse. This highlights the adaptive nature of boat building during that era, with craftsmen making use of whatever materials were available to sustain the daily lives of fishermen. Today, the Jesus boat is carefully preserved and displayed at the Yigal Allon Museum in Kibbutz Ginosar, Israel. Thousands of visitors, particularly those of Christian faith, come to witness this tangible connection to the life and times of Jesus. The exhibition not only showcases the boat, but also offers informative displays and documentary films that detail the boat's construction, excavation, and deep historical significance. In addition, boat tours on the Sea of Galilee allow visitors to experience sailing on modern replicas of similar first-century boats. These tours provide a glimpse into the daily life of ancient fishermen and help people better understand the environment and occupations of Jesus and his disciples. In many ways, this boat is not just an archaeological treasure, but a symbol of faith, resilience, and the enduring link between past and present. Through every plank and wooden peg, the boat tells the story of a time when faith and survival on the water were deeply intertwined, creating timeless tales that continue to inspire and enrich human history. The mummified creature with human-like hands. During renovation work at Cook Sievers Hall at Michigan State University, construction workers unexpectedly unearthed one of the most bizarre and intriguing mysteries in modern archaeology: a strange mummified creature with astonishingly human-like hands. Roughly the size of a domestic cat, the small creature was named Chupacabra, a name that cleverly nods both to the university's KP Campus Archaeology program and to the legendary Chupacabra of American folklore, a creature said to drain the blood of livestock. But unlike mythical tales, this is a real archaeological specimen, one that remains largely unexplained and has puzzled scientists since its discovery. The creature's most striking feature is its hand. It has 5 fingers with clearly defined joints and sharp claws, resembling a human hand almost identically. Its body, however, is covered in a thin, parchment-like layer of dry tissue with a long tail and a lean form similar to a small feline. Though its ears and nose have withered with time, they remain intact, creating a haunting and mysterious image. PhD candidate Jeriel Cartales, who is leading the investigation into the creature's identity, stated that the discovery presents a significant challenge, as it bears no clear resemblance to any known animal species. The Chupacabra was expertly mummified, but its exact age remains unknown. Since Cook Sievers Hall was only constructed in 1889, it's certain that the creature cannot predate that year. But whether it's been there for just a few months or several decades remains unclear. Radiocarbon dating could offer answers, but due to the relatively young age of the building, the method has yet to be employed. Numerous theories about the creature's origin, ranging from dog, cat, to small rodent, have been proposed, but all were gradually ruled out through detailed skeletal and morphological analysis. Preliminary X-ray scans offered the most plausible theory so far. The creature may be a raccoon. However, the dental structure remains unidentified, as most documented raccoon specimens used in paleopathology are toothless. Cartales and her colleagues are actively seeking a complete raccoon skull with intact teeth for a more accurate comparison. Another compelling theory proposed by Cartales suggests the creature may have entered the building through its ventilation system, an environment that would have provided warm, dry air during the winter months. This hot and arid microclimate, combined with the isolated enclosed ductwork, could have created the perfect conditions for natural mummification over time. This might explain why the creature remained remarkably well preserved despite being hidden for many years. Still, despite numerous clues and analyses, the true identity of the Chupacabra remains elusive. Cartales, as a scientist, acknowledges that no absolute conclusions can be made until all stages of testing are complete. But based on existing evidence, she estimates with 75% confidence that the creature is, in fact, a mummified raccoon. The discovery has not only captivated archaeologists and forensic anthropologists, but also sparked widespread public fascination, making it one of the most interesting modern mysteries surrounding a strange creature found under entirely unexpected and unique circumstances. This peculiar specimen is more than just an ordinary archaeological find. It's a living reminder that during renovation and construction, hidden surprises still await, waiting to be uncovered and decoded. It also reminds us of the vast complexity and unpredictability of the natural world and the many secrets science has yet to explain. Chupacabra is not only a mysterious mummified creature, it represents humanity's ongoing journey to uncover the unknown. It's a thrilling blend of science and wonder, drawing in anyone with a passion for archaeology or natural mysteries. And I'd guess that includes you too. You see, archaeological discoveries don't just open a window into the past, they also send chills down our spines with mysteries that remain unsolved. From ancient tombs filled with bizarre artifacts to strangely shaped statues and even traces of terrifying sacrificial rituals, each one raises profound questions about human belief, culture, and history. While modern science has explained part of it, countless mysteries still linger. Could it be that the past is still whispering stories long buried in time? The journey of discovery continues, and every site unearthed might hold the key to horrifying secrets hidden for thousands of years. Are you ready to face these never-ending enigmas? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's uncover them together in the next videos. For now, goodbye, and see you next time.